Hello, welcome back to the final part of tonight's show. Owen Sheehan is ready in the Sixth Kitchen, and Owen, 2 recipes for the price of 1, my friend.
Yeah, we've a bit of work to do now, so I've gotten ahead of myself a small bit. We'll do the cheesecake part first, so it's going to be 2 recipes, kind of. It's not a full cheesecake, but it's the bones of one. So It's going to be a base for brownie, a layer of cheesecake on top, all baked in the oven, and when it comes out, then you have these beautiful brownies with these strips of cheesecake throughout it. Okay. So I have cream cheese here, which would be your cheesecake main ingredient. I've just beaten 2 eggs into this.
Yep.
So that's going to help when you cook it. It's going to kind of bake and give a nice. It's like the classic American cheesecake. So it's not a kind of soft cheese one. It's going to bake a small bit.
Baked one, yeah.
Sugar is going to go into that. Cream and flour. So again, our eggs are already inside there into our cream cheese, sugar, cream, and flour. With a lot of this, it's simply just kind of get in the bowl and mix it all around.
Okay. And for all the amounts that you need for these, of course,
recipe
Google
is
6 Eats. Yeah. And also, Owen, you probably have it up on Instagram.
It's on my own social media as well.
And I'll put it up on Instagram as well.
So just give it a good mix around. Make sure it's all mixed fully through. All you're doing is just beating in the eggs, which are done, and in the flour. That's going to help bake and set when it starts to bake in the oven. So while we were on air there, I just melted some chocolate and butter. So again, this is a genuine good brownie recipe as well. So
what sort of chocolate have you gone with?
I'm doing milk chocolate.
Okay.
So you can do white or you can do dark, whatever you want. Melted my butter. I'm going to knock that in, like so. I melted it and took it off the heat just for a couple of seconds there to cool it down a small bit because I'm adding eggs in, and you don't want to scramble the eggs.
Yeah, of course.
So ideally, just knock them in. It's not, it's not scorching hot. If you want to be certain, I have 4 eggs in there.
See if they scramble.
I know. I'm watching myself.
Because guess what? If we were in there, they'd scramble. That's what would happen.
Ideally, you add them in one by one and beat, just so it's like a homogeneous mix. But it's all right. I have them all beaten up here. So that's our wet batter made. And again, this will work as just standard brownies. You don't need to add a cheesecake if you don't want it. This is like a really just solid brownie mix.
Brownie recipe.
Regardless.
Okay.
So that's all mixed up. We have sugar. So again, always sugar, butter, chocolate. It's a pretty decent
sugar, butter,
scenario.
chocolate, eggs.
Yeah. Sugar. This is cacao powder.
Yep.
So more chocolate. We have some flour. We're going to do just a teaspoon of baking powder, or the back of a fork.
Oh, right, okay. And what flour did you use? Did you use self-raising?
That was just plain flour. But if you're using self-raising flour, come back on the baking powder a small bit. Yeah. And then just a cap of vanilla. And again, that's your brownie mix. So again, that's going to rise a small bit in the oven, but not too much because the cheesecake will be on top of it.
Okay.
So again, as always, just nice and easy. Don't go mad with a mixer when you add all the dry ingredients in because it will like poof up and it'll destroy all your clothes.
If this was a cook along and you and I were doing this, the thing would be stuck to the top.
It'd be like a cloud in here. So again,
you knew that was going to happen. I believe that you could do this.
Not.
I believe you could. Don't we all think that Martin could do this?
No, it's not going to happen.
So our brownie mix.
I'm with you. We do know. No, I'm with you.
The brownie mix is basically made. Give one last glance at my counter. I always miss something when I'm doing these, but I don't tell anyone.
No, it sounds right.
Good. Yeah, no, I'm all good. So our brownie mix is going to go into our lined pan on the bottom. We'll do a nice bit.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, this alone is a good brownie batter.
Yeah.
You don't even, I mean, the cheesecake is a little bit OTT, but everyone's on this kind of baking buzz with the Great British Bake Off at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's like a nice one to kind of show off to your friends as well. This will go over the top.
And this is your cheesecake mix?
Cheesecake mix over the top.
Like so again, slightly different because it will be a baked cheesecake.
Exactly, yeah. Spread it around as best you can to the edges. And the last cool bit now, just before we pop it into the oven, once that's spread in, is I'll spread it around and then we'll take a small bit of our chocolate that we've left over, a small bit, just drip a bit on top, like so.
But you see, we'd eat that now.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. I mean, and just go in with a knife or anything at all and just go around.
Oh, now there we go.
That's how you get like that really nice marbling. And like you could just play with that for hours. You get like this really beautiful, artistic brownie mix.
We have about 1 minute.
And for such a simple recipe, it makes it look like you're like an established baker.
Like, absolutely.
That goes into the oven.
For how long?
All the utensils. About 40 to 45 minutes, 180 degrees.
180 degrees, okay.
When that comes out, you're ready for this.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this now.
I can't tell you how...
So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven.
Wow.
So, like, the beauty with that...
You have a plate for Merlin as well.
I made loads because I knew everyone here would be looking.
Gorgeous.
So, yeah, you have that, like, class marbling throughout the brownie. And that's bits of cheese.
And might these be some things that you're doing on your new YouTube show, Owen
Yes,
Sheehan?
it is. Thank you very much. So, yeah, we've tons of recipes. We kind of revamped our YouTube channel recently. So, every week there's new recipes. We have a new talk show called Clean Plates, where we bring guests on and cook a meal from their childhood.
Oh.
So, it's great. Yeah, we're doing tons of content.
And is it Country Munch? Just find
No,
it.
my own, Owen Sheehan.
Owen Sheehan. Find it on YouTube there. You can see him do all of his stuff
Do
there.
a small bit of icing sugar over the top, just to make it look extra pretty. But that's that. That's the recipe. And again, I mean, what I love about this is it looks fancy, it looks artistic, but it's simple. Just mix 2 bowls and away you go.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
6
Thank you
eats
so
if you
much.
want to do that at
Owen
home,
Sheehan.
especially
Thank
with the
you.
weekend calling. That's all for tonight. Big thank you to all of our guests, Phil Coulter, Joanne McNally, and to Owen Sheehan for the brownies.
Yes, we'll be back tomorrow night with Ireland's favourite hotelier, Francis Brennan, and the actor behind Little House on the Prairie's, Nellie Olsen. The Tonight Show will be here at 10 p.m. with Ciara Doherty, and of course, Gogglebox is on at 9 o'clock, yes? Have a great evening. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.